Now, just out of curiosity, because I know what it was like being, because he was still new to law enforcement when you guys met. And I remember what it was like when I first started law enforcement. I thought I could change the whole world. My eyes were still real big. I was still really ambitious about doing the job and reaching certain goals. But,
Mhm.
that was 2017, 2018 when you guys met. Now it's 2024. Have you noticed any shifts in, like, let's say, character norms, stuff like that? Like for me, for example, like something that I had to do, I guess it was something I always done, but it definitely got amplified after the military and law enforcement is
Mhm.
I sit in the back, my back to the wall of every
Mm.
restaurant, stuff like that. I got to know how many doors are in the rooms. I'm usually watching people's hands and hips, like I'm looking for weapons and stuff like that. So have you noticed any character norms that have shifted from him since you guys uh,
Yeah.
got together?
Yeah. It's true what they say about, when someone in law enforcement goes to a restaurant, they have to sit facing the door. They have to see all the exits.
Hmm.
He doesn't he's not as, serious about that as much as he used to be,
Hmm.
but he's still always watching,
Hmm.
always looking around. I can always tell he's, like, focused with us, but he's
Hmm.
also focused on everything else as well. He also,
So I'm glad to
um
know I'm not the only one.
no, you are not.
All right, cool, cool.
And so, I mean, it's automatic for me as well. When we
Hmm.
go to a place, I just go to where my back's gonna be to the door so he can sit,
Hmm.
facing looking. But again, that he doesn't need to do that as much as he did when we first started dating. Um, he also I don't know that I've mentioned this to him now that I think about it. So law enforcement, when you're on a run talking to
Hmm.
people, like your word is matter of fact. Like
Yeah.
this is the law. And so when we're with friends or family, when he speaks sometimes, when he's saying things or like sharing his feelings or opinions, it can come across as like this is matter of fact. This is the way it is.
Hmm.
And I don't think he necessarily means it that way. But I think sometimes he definitely the cop mode transfers over
Okay.
um, in certain areas and aspects of his interactions with friends and family.
All right. So, what are some of the things that you think the public should be aware in terms of the police? Because we're talking about different personality
Mhm.
traits that we have adopted or adapted to, given the exposure of. Because people don't usually call the police and say, "Hey, just want to let you know I made it home from work," stuff like that. They call when it's like, "Hey, man,
Right.
somebody just broke into my house," or "This guy just got shot. This guy's trying to kill me," or whatever. So, what are some of the things that you think the public needs to be aware of in terms of the police? Just like, because you're giving out like a psychological perspective. So,
Mhm. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I want people to know, um, and of course, not everyone's gonna care, but like, and not even just law enforcement, first responders, they're not robots.
hmm.
Human beings, they're not immune to being affected by the runs and calls that they go on.
Yeah.
You guys are the ones who see people at their worst
Hmm.
when they're at their worst. You're the ones that people call for help. You go on runs and experience things that some people feel they only see on shows like a Law and Order and CSI and whatever. Like, it doesn't sound real,
Hmm.
the tales that can be described sometimes. And so remembering that they're human, they have feelings, they're not robots. And I think it's very easy to forget that.